Yeah, so my name is Nima Anvar, and I'm a hotelier living on the island of Grenada in the Caribbean. And we actually own two hotels down here, each with 50 rooms. And one is a beachfront property, and the other is a resort budget. Let's say budget. I've lived here for 23 years, and I'm actually talking to you right now from inside one of those hotels. I have recently moved over into the hotel technology space, which is why I'm here today. We develop customized hotel chatbots that engage website visitors and encourage them to book direct with the hotel. And that is the crux of who I am and what we're doing. And let me tell you a little story. So back in 2019, our little budget property paid $42,000 worth of commissions to Expedia, Booking.com, and the rest, or what we call the OTAs, or online travel agents. And for us, that represents about 20% of the total booking value that they were bringing our way. And for others, that commission is actually as high as 30%. So you can imagine why this is a problem, not just for us, but for every hotel out there. We love the fact that they're bringing us these, these numbers and volume. But the problem is that we're paying almost double to sometimes triple the commission rates that we would be paying to a regular travel agent. And so I started doing some work, and I think you're all familiar with this concept. When we decide we want to go out and go to some other place and we need a hotel or an Airbnb, we do some research. And how most people do it is they start on Google, they find their way to Expedia and Booking.com, and then the research shows that we actually visit an average of 38 different sites like hotel websites and review sites like TripAdvisor before making our final decision. And the irony of it is that most people then, after visiting those sites, go right back to Expedia and make the booking there, or Booking.com. But the point is they leave the site. And so what I learned was that there were people on our site, and I started thinking about how I could grab them before they would leave. And really, that's the crux of the question of why I started this whole thing. I thought to myself, what could I do to keep these guests? And so what I did was I decided to install a live chat widget on our website for the budget property. And sure enough, as I did, as I was monitoring it, it was like connecting a spigot to a water line. It was just like people just asking all sorts of questions, wanting to know rates, availability. And I would have never known it had it not been for this little chat widget. Yeah. The problem became that once I opened up that line, I couldn't handle the volume of requests and questions. So I would try to hand it over to my staff, but my staff sometimes would be too late on the reply, meaning the person was expecting something, and because my staff were either dealing with something else or not able to get to them quick enough, the visitor would just leave. So here I discovered this new sales channel that had been there all along on my webpage, but never tapped into. And I had to figure out a way to how to handle these chats, which is where the whole concept of why guest chat started. And for most of you, I think you've seen what a chatbot looks like. In the hotel field, just think of it like a receptionist who's there always on the website, ready to answer questions and offer rates and even make reservations. And it's a small widget. It could be added to any website with 2 lines of code. And what it did for us was save a significant amount of time answering questions. And we actually got more bookings by always being there, instantly responding, having to handle multiple chats by itself, and actually offering rates and being able to hand off to live agent. And as I said, it increased our sales. And here's what it looks like on our site. So there's the little widget. And like I said, 2 lines of code. It'll open up if you click on it, or it'll open up automatically according to the settings. It says, I'm your virtual assistant. I can help with rates availability. How can I help? You can go in, put in your dates, and say when you're leaving, and put in the number of adults, number of kids, submit it, and voila, here it comes. There's the room categories. Here are the occupancy levels, a description with the amenities in the room. You can see the pricing and click and go straight to the booking engine where they can put their name, address, credit card, and you're good to go. And let me show you the statistics. Here are the actual numbers we had for our little budget property from January through March of 2021. And you can see about 10% of the people that went on the site interacted with that bot. And of that number, half of them asked for rates. And of that number, we had 9 bookings. And 9 bookings at an average booking value of $425, meaning that they stayed for 5 nights at $75 a night, gave us, during that period of time, money that we wouldn't have had normally. And when you break that down, that comes to about $1,275 a month that we made. And we were thinking of charging $100 a month for this. So the return on investment is pretty decent. And we think we can do this for other hotels. And if we do it enough, we think that we will be able to reach, with a monthly subscription of $100 on an annual 12 months, I think we can get there. That's our aspiration. And who we're going after are the independent hotels, particularly in North America. These are 3-star, 4-star economy class through upscale properties with an average daily rate of about maybe $150 a night. We think that those are the hotels that are they're going to like our product because it's going to bring them a good return on investment. However, we are not the first to market. There are competitors who are ahead of us by about 3 to 5 years. Our friends over in Brazil have over 1,400 hotels in their pocket, and our friends in France have 2,000 hotels. They're mainly focused in Europe and Latin America. We want to focus on North America, and we're just starting out, and we are trying to set ourselves apart because we are hoteliers. We have that practical experience that we bring to the table, but where we need assistance is contacts. We need to find people or hotels or hotel managers who might be interested in trying our product and giving us feedback. And I will now divert back to you guys.